Hi guys, this is Peter Rodner from the Mokdong branch. This is my C2 Giga vlog for Unit 4, Lesson 1, Spider MD. So this week, all C2 classes will be conducting a personal essay component for the achievement test. So therefore, we're going to be really limited on time. So I'd just like to provide a few tips and suggestions so that you can still have an effective project in your classes. So this week, the listening component luckily isn't that long. It's only 1 minute and 30 seconds. So one thing you can do is have a good pre-discussion. That way you can really guide the students on what type of information they're going to be listening for and need to write down into the CSLP. If students still have some difficulties, rely on the students with stronger listening skills or the media already provided in the lesson. This way you don't have to rewind or go back into the listening again. As for the reading section, one thing that I've already been implementing is I have students work on this component in the groups that they will do their final project in. I think this is a really good team building exercise, and students need to communicate with each other, and they can also divide up the work. Usually for the reading section, I give no more than 10 minutes, but some of my groups are actually able to complete this in about 5 to 7 minutes. So I think these are two ways we can really save some time, and that way this week students are asked to create some type of product using spider silk. Now in the actual program, they do ask students to discuss and decide one product to actually present in their final presentation. Now usually I do agree with this and I will limit my students to 1 or 2 products. However, this week I'm actually going to do the opposite and I'm going to allow my students to present as many products as they can think of. I think due to the fact that we're limited on time and having students discuss and decide on one product might take too much time. So therefore, all ideas are good ideas and should be presented in their final presentation. As long as they can decide on why it's beneficial or why it's good, that student can present it. And therefore, they can put all those ideas together into one longer presentation. I think this will also help guarantee that everyone has a speaking part, since I'm pretty sure everyone will have an idea on how this could be used in a final product. So some other modifications I'll be making to the final project. I will ask my students to discuss and decide on a company name as well as a company logo to kind of represent all the products that they have decided on. I think this will be a great way for them to work together and come up with a final solution as well as a good introduction. So another thing that I have also decided is for the introductions and conclusions, I've had students go away from just saying thank you for listening or please listen carefully. Instead, for this week, I'm going to ask them to introduce their company with some key phrases or ideas. This way, they're all catchy and everyone has to think of a different word or phrase in order to represent their company in a positive way or in a way that they are trying to show themselves. I hope these tips and suggestions are helping you out, and I'll see you guys next vlog.